Welcome to lecture on finite difference.
Now we discuss more example on finite difference. Here the question is, we have to prove that delta raised to the power 4 cos x equals to 16 sin raised to the power 4 h by 2 into cos x plus twice h. Here in this question the particular interval difference is not given, but here if we observe in the right hand side it contains h. That means in this question it is not written the interval difference is h, but we have to consider in general the interval difference is h. In the last lecture I have discussed the definition of delta operator, that is delta of f of x is equals to f of x plus h minus f of x. Now here we have to apply in the left hand side 4 times delta. That means here first time this value we get, then again apply on this. So in this way if we apply 4 times, then this question will be very difficult, because we get cos x plus h minus cos x, then we have to use the formula cos a minus cos b, then again apply the delta operator, again same formula. So to avoid this difficult task, we have to use relation between delta and e, which we have already discussed in the last lecture, how to solve this type of example. Also we have derived the relation between delta and e. So here by relation between delta and e, delta is nothing but e minus 1. Now we have to prove this statement. So I will take left hand side and show it is equals to right hand side. So left hand side is delta raised to the power 4 cos x. Now instead of delta we have to put e minus 1. So we get e minus 1 raised to the power 4 cos x. Now here e minus 1 raised to the power 4, we have to use binomial expansion and solve this term. So here the binomial expansion for this term is e raised to the power 4 minus 4c1. 4c1 is 4, reduce the power of e, that is e raised to the power 3, then plus 4c2. Here the value of 4c2, it means we have to write here 4 and reduce it up to twice, because here 2 divided by 2 factorial. We know the standard formula, but if we apply the standard formula then simplify. Better way, we have to remember this formula, just like here 2, then reduce this 4 up to twice and write here 2 factorial. So here next term is 4c2 into e square, then minus 4c3. 4c3 will be 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 3 factorial into e. Then next term will be plus 4c4. 4c4 is 1 and reduce the again e power, then it is 1. So we get this binomial expansion corresponding to this term into cos x. Then here e raised to the power 4 into cos x minus 4 e raised to the power 3 into cos x, then plus here simultaneously we have to simplify this term. It becomes 6 e square cos x, then minus here it is 3 factorial is 6 and here 2 into 3 is 6, so cancel, remaining is minus 4 into e cos x plus 1 into cos x. So here the next term is 1 into cos x is cos x. Now next we have to use the definition of shifting operator. As you know, if you use the definition of shifting operator, e f of x, that is nothing but f of x plus h, and if we apply this e operator, shifting operator, nth time on any function, then we get f of x plus n h. Using this standard formula, we apply here delta raised to the power 4. So again interval difference is h. So if we simply solve this term, then we get here cos x plus 4h minus 4 times cos x plus 3h, then plus 6 times cos x plus 2h. Next term is 4 times minus 4 times cos x plus h plus cos x. So here we get, after applying the shifting operator, we get this type of term. But we have to show that this term equals to 16 sin raised to the power 4 h by 2 into cos x plus h. That means here this answer is not sufficient. We have to again simplify this term. Now to simplify this term, here first term is cos x plus 4h and here cos x. So in front of cos, constant is 1. So I will take in one bracket cos x plus 4h plus cos x. Now here second term and here fourth term contain coefficient of cos is minus 4 minus 4. So from second and fourth term I will take minus 4 common. Remaining is cos x plus 3h plus cos x plus h. Now next is remaining is 6 cos x plus 2h. So here 6 cos x plus 2h. Here we have to use this formula, cos c plus cos d equals to twice cos c plus d by 2, that is the addition of angle, into cos c minus d by 2. And if we get cos twice x, then we use this formula, because we want in the proof sine term. Now here the first term is cos. Here we have applied this formula on cos twice cos x equals to addition of angle. If we add this angle, then we get 2x plus 4h and divide by 2. तो 2x plus 4h इसको अगर आप divide by 2 करोगे तो we get here x plus twice h. Now subtraction of angle. So here x plus 4h minus x. So x minus x cancel. Remaining is 4h divided by 2. So next term is cos twice h. Apply this formula on this bracket term. Then we get minus 4 as it is. Addition of angle is x plus x, that is 2x, and here h term is 4h divided by 2. Then it is cos. Now if you observe this formula, then throughout twice cos x plus 2h is common in this term. So if we take twice cos x plus 2h common, then we get here 2 cos x plus 2h. We are taking this common because in the proof we want this term in the multiplication. So throughout we take twice x plus 2h common. Then remaining is in the first. Now we have to convert this term into sine square h by 2. So to convert this term into sine, we have to, instead of cos, we write sine. So first for this term we use double angle formula, that is here cos x plus 2h is 1 minus twice sine square x. So here we get cos x. Next is minus 4 cos h. Here if we apply the same formula, here it is half angle formula, then we get 1 minus twice sine square h by 2 plus our 3 constant as it is. Now here 2 cos x plus twice h as it is, and for this bracket term we have to simplify this term. So here we get twice sine square h minus, here minus, we have to multiply this minus 4 to bracket, then it is minus 4 plus 8 sine square h by 2 plus 3. Next, our task is we have to convert this term into h by 2. We use this formula, that is sin x equals to twice cos x by 2 into sin x by 2. Actually, this formula comes from sin a plus b formula, that is sin, if we write x is nothing but x by 2 and apply sin a plus b formula, then we get this term. Now if we use this formula here, then we get angle of sin is h by 2. It is just like similar as this term, and this is required for our proof. So here we use the formula, then we get, now simplify this term. If we take the square of each term, then it is 4 cos square h by 2 sin square h by 2. Now we want whole term in the form of sine. So here we again use the formula. We know that cos square is nothing but 1 minus sin square h by 2. So here we use this formula, then we get, if we observe this term, if we multiply this term to the bracket, then minus 8 into sin square h by 2, and here plus 8 sin square h by 2. So here after multiplication of this term to the bracket, then 8 times sin square h by 2 first, and this term will be cancelled, and we get our answer. That is, here if we multiply this term, then we get cos x plus 2h, and in the bracket minus 8 sin square h by 2, then plus 8 sin square h by 2 plus 8, here sin raised to the power 4 h by 2 plus 8 sin square h by 2. Now here this term, first and third term is cancelled, remaining is 8 times sin raised to the power 4 h by 2, and here 8 into 2 is 16, so it is 16 cos x plus 2h into sin raised to the power 4 h by 2. This is nothing but right hand side, hence left hand side is equals to right hand side, hence our proof is done. Now this is the next question. You try this question and apply the same formula, same method to solve this question.
Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.